Alright, gentlemen, story time. Hello everyone, this is CounterSearch, and I'm going to tell you a tale about an adventure that I recently went on. But before I do, allow me to formally introduce myself. Like most of you listening, I am a human being. I reside in a dimension parallel to your own, the 56th to be exact. I'm a scientist above all else. I'm also great with computers and robotics. Essentially anything that I become interested in, I'm making my personal goal to accomplish whatever I'm doing. I will never accept defeat. In any case, I have a base set up and a location close to where I live, but that is disclosed knowledge for you. This is where I house my mechanized army, but for today's mission I will not be needing an army. I just need the most elite from my group. Allow me to introduce my highest ranked androids. They are counter-operatives, or COs for short. First, there is Counter-Operative 55, or just 55 for short. He's an android that centers around attacks using a similar movesets and skills the way I would. Next we have CO-22, and he is a defensive pivot of this team. He can tank all sorts of shots, and his damage is not too shabby either. Then there's 33, the newest android I've created. She is a support CO that uses different kinds of elemental magic to help the team. Sure, she has the weakest defense, and her attacks aren't the best either, but with her kind of support, we can keep battling for days. As for myself, I'm the jack of all trades in the group, master of nearly all as well. But if I had to provide myself a specific niche, I'm without a doubt our strongest special attacker. And then there's CO-11. His movesets and strength are built around speed and agility, however, I will not be taking him for this mission. Because, after all, I need someone to watch after the base, and take care of the rest of the crew while we're gone, because I have no idea how long this mission is going to take. But enough about me, in the introduction. I will now begin the story. The title I present to you today is Doki Literature Club and the CounterSearch. From now I will be doing voiceovers, so...
The voice changer is going off. Alright. Everyone ready? As we begin to the opening scene. Of course. About a year ago I played a game called Doki Literature Club. The game seemed simple enough at first, but it took a dark twist more than my main character could handle apparently. And try as I might, I will never, ever get a perfect ending to this game. Because according to the game itself, there is no happiness in the literature club. And that's where I come in. That's where my team comes in. We're here to counter-search, or to put it a little bit more simply, search for a counter. It's the morning before our departure. I make sure that all my party is ready. 55, make sure you got all the items we need necessary for the mission. I don't want a single one left out, okay? Got it, sir. Made sure that everyone's got their own set of items. What we can share, too, right? Of course, just bring duplicates. 22, you ready? Sharpening the blades. Sir. Alright. And 33, you look ready. Yep, ready whenever you are, sir. Alright. Once everyone's ready, we huddle together and prepare to leap between dimensions. It'll take a little bit to get the synergy going, but as soon as we teleport, it's going to be instantaneous. Alright. So, we're going to teleport in 3, 2, 1. A bright light flashes, and soon enough, when we open our eyes back again, we're definitely at a different place than we once were. Although, I can't say that we're at a different dimension yet. I look around and the place seems familiar. Is this the college? I normally attend college to, cover for my studies. But it seems so far that we haven't actually teleported to any dimension. Sir, did you activate the coordinates correctly? I'm fairly certain 55, but let me check again. As I check my coordinates, I hear a familiar voice from behind me. Hello! I turn around. It's a girl from my church. Her name is Erica, and I guess she goes to this college too. What are you doing out here? Oh, well, you know, I'm just going to college, I guess. Yeah, see? Oh, okay. So I guess you're pretty busy, huh? Yeah, well, you know, I'm just in between classes. I struggle a little bit to find the words I'm looking for, mostly because of her appearance is very different, which I will explain after the conversation. And anyways, I try to explain myself a little bit better. Well, yeah, I'm fairly busy, so... Okay, well, I guess I'll see you at church then. Alright. And she carries off after that. It's so weird. First of all, she's one of those girls at my church who, well, I wouldn't exactly classify as a friend, but more of an acquaintance, really. Mostly because she just never talks to me. Like, hardly. But today she was just so open. It's weird. And then her appearance was just mind-blowing. Her eyes were huge, and her hair was very lustrous and flowing. I mean, it's not something that you see every day. But then as I look around, I notice that she's not the only one who looks different. We all look different too. Whoa. Hold on a second. I pull up my phone and then switch screens to view my face. Yep, I am definitely stylized different. I have a small, dark goatee. Light, dark hair. Almost with a brownish color. And it flows a lot more than what I usually have it short. My skin is tanned and my muscles are actually kind of toned. More so than I say they usually are, at least. Then I look at 55. He's definitely different too. He's a bit taller than me. And a bit more hair than I have, except his is jet black. He doesn't have the same facial hair, though. But his eyes are just like mine. Just about a dark brown. Almost caramel for him, though. If you can classify that as a color. Then I look at 22, who seems the most different out of all of us. Well, first of all, let's start with he has no hair. He's bald. And his eyes are actually a very pretty blue. And he's definitely the shortest of the group. And then there's 33, who, if I didn't know that she was one of my androids, you could have fooled me twice to tell me that she was. She had the perfect thing going for her. Long, blonde, wavy hair and blue eyes. And then definitely a pair of things that I definitely don't remember putting on her. You know, well...
Anime titties.
What are you staring at? Oh, well, I was just meditating. I was deep in thought. Right. You were meditating, staring at my chest. No, it's not like that. You caught me at a... Okay.
You were deep in something, all right.
Oh, CounterSearch. Even with your true genius, you still amuse me sometimes because you can be so awkward. Right, I'm sorry, I just lost focus for a second. Anything you say, sir. Please, just call me CounterSearch right now. Anyways, all jokes aside, we are all definitely different. I decided to put some shades on 22 and 55 to mask them a little bit better. There you go. You actually look 10 times better with these on. Just need to get a leather jacket for you, 22. Yes, sir. Alright. Well, you know the rules. I guess we're just gonna have to catch a couple of flights to get there. But sir, 55 interjected. Can't we just teleport like we always do? I mean, it's never failed us before. Do I have to explain the rules again, 55? You're always questioning it. I know. It's just inconvenient, sir. I'll explain them once again. With great power, of course, comes great responsibility. The last thing we want to do is just use our powers willy-nilly throughout any dimension, even our own, because that would raise the heads of certain people that you do not want seeing our powers. They're mystifying and elusive. It could confuse and strike fear in people. And of course, the last kinds of people you want to get involved in this sort of thing is our governments, right? The feds. Nope, we don't want to have to deal with those. Not on this adventure. Right. You're right. Just gonna have to take the long way, I guess. Right then. Alright, fellas, to the airport. So we make our way to the nearest airport, catch a couple of flights, and then head to Japan. It's there where I find my in-game character's house. After that, we kind of kick back and relax a little bit, and I go over the plan for the next couple of days. We wake up relatively early in the morning the next day, and take care of ourselves before we head out. I tell the team to go ahead and wait for me around the crosswalk up ahead, and after I take care of a few other things, I'm on my way out the door. Yeah, you sure you want us to wait at the crosswalk, sir? Yeah, go ahead. I'll be there in a little bit. I have to do a couple of things before I leave. Yes, sir. Alright, let's go, team. Alright, we'll see you later, sir. Alright, 33. Meanwhile, in a house next door, a girl wakes up from bed. Huh, what time is it? Oh no, I've overslept. No, I do not want to be late to class, not again. She gets up quickly. I have to find something to just eat real quick. Just real quick. Oh, a banana. Okay, gotta get changed. She gets changed into her clothes. Alright, gotta make sure I have everything ready. Paper, pencil, pen. Okay, I think I got everything. Hurry, I gotta go. She makes her way out the door quickly. At this point, I've already left. She sees me walking up ahead. It's my best friend. He's right up ahead. I need to catch up to him. So I make my way to the crosswalk. I see my team standing in an alleyway nearby. Then they join me in unison. Whoa. Who are those strange people that just... I've never seen them before. Who are they? Meanwhile, we're standing at the crosswalk. I figured we'd wait in this alleyway for you so that we wouldn't draw too much attention. Good idea, 55. Anyways, guess we'll stand here a little bit longer. Sir, I know we're not going to be early to school or anything, but if we stand here any longer at this crosswalk, you know we're going to be late, right? Trust me, I have a plan for everything. I glance behind me. 55 doesn't even have to turn. He knows exactly what I'm looking at. Oh, okay. I see it, sir. All right. Now, everyone, laugh with me. They cock their heads a little bit in question, but soon enough they join me in laughter. To the girl behind us, it seems like I said something hilarious that inspired the group all to laugh. Oh, there you are. Hi, Sayuri. The girl in question finally introduced as Sayuri. Oh, hi, Cody. Cody was the name I gave myself this morning when I woke up, since I'm the main character of this game apparently. I was allowed to choose an alias for myself. Besides, I prefer that name over the entire school just calling me CounterSearch. I guess if you think about it, that'd be a little bit weird. Long time no see, huh, Sayori? Yeah, I woke up late this time again, but I caught up to you this time. Yep, sure did. Oh, allow me to introduce you to my friends over here. They're, I think about it for a little bit, but then I realized that my team doesn't have nicknames for themselves either. And again, I don't think it would be a good idea for them to be waving the names 55, 22, and 33 around. I have to think on my feet quick. This is, Fiftent right here. I nudge 55 on the shoulder. I think he gets the gist. He nods. How do you do, Sayori? And this is Twint. 22 nods. I knew 22's speech impediment wouldn't allow him to speak very well. If he did, it would send red flags to anyone he talked to. He's gonna have to remain silent for most of this mission. It's a difficult task, but I believe he can handle it. After all, I need him for his strength. Again, to be the defensive pivot for this team. And then, last, this is Trinity. Hi, Sayori. Nice to meet you. You too, Trinity. What a pretty name. Thank you. Anyways, I guess we better go ahead and head to the school. So we go ahead and make our way. The COs make their way ahead, and I stick back with Sayori. As soon as we get past the crosswalk, I figured it might be a good idea to hold her hand. I do, and she's like, Cody. Yes? You haven't done this in a long, long time. I know. It's something overdue, Sayori. I'm sorry if it makes you feel awkward. No, it's not that. It feels nice. We make our way to the school. It's lunchtime now, and we're halfway through the school day. Me and my party find a table in the middle of the lunchroom. Sayori sits at a table 2 spaces away from where we're sitting, and she motions for me to come over there. Guys, I wouldn't really sit there. Come on, what's wrong with this spot? It's like one of the best ones in the lunchroom. I wouldn't sit there. It's, nonsense, Sayori. It's a perfectly fine spot. Besides, if anyone else wants to sit here, I'm happy for them to join us. It'd be nice for us to make a few new friends, right? I say that, and then I feel a shadow looming over me. I turn around, and it's this big guy, Mac, and behind him are a couple of other big guys as well. Apparently, these are the jocks of the school, if I had to take a guess. Hey, punk. Seems you're sitting in our spot. Why don't you leave, will ya? Well, I don't see your name on it, so I guess I'm just gonna keep sitting here. I just had to stir trouble. It was the nature in me. So you want to stir trouble, huh? You think you can take us lightly? What? I mean, you can sit at the table. There's plenty of other rooms. Just 4 of us right here. We're happy to have you sit down with us. And you and your couple of friends, y'all can pull up some chairs, have a good talk. I don't think you get it, twerp. I don't know if you're new here or not, but this is where we sit, and no one else sits here. You got that? Liable to change, right? Alright, that's it. You want to be a funny wise guy, huh? Then the bully motions to push me out from my seat. I glance at 22 before he makes the action, though, and 22 quickly gets up from his seat and stands in his way. The knockback from his metallic body is so hard that it pushes the bully back a little bit from his blow. Oh, so you're one of his guys, huh? So what? If he tells you to jump, you ask how high, huh? Are you just his do-it-all? Well, I got plenty of other guys who can take all of you on. So, you want to bring it? 22 is silent. Doesn't say anything, just stands in the way. Alright, I'm gonna wipe that smug off your face, punk. The bully throws another punch, but this time 22 catches it right at mid-swing. The bully can't move his arm. Then, something I should have told him not to do, but I didn't say anything at the time. I just let him do his own thing. 22 motions, and from his finger draws a blade real fast, just like a switchblade, and has it close to his hip. Oh, so you want to play like that, huh? Well, let me tell you something. If you think you can, and before the bully can even continue, the blade makes its way all the way to the very tip of his throat. The bully's silent. and slight blood just trickles right down his throat. He doesn't say anything for a little while, but then he backs off. Silent, him and his goons make their way to another table. And as quickly as the blade came out, as quickly as the blade retracted, 22 sits back down. You know, you didn't need to... Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. Just be careful next time. Sayori sees the team walk away and she brings her lunch over and sits with us. How did you get them to go away? What can I say, huh? Got some sort of charm, I guess. Come on, sit with us. She's hesitant, but she does make her way, and we do enjoy the lunch. Now that school is over, we managed to make our way to one of the buildings in the 3rd floor of the school. Walking down the hallway, we make a left and we find the literature club. There we see Sayori and then 3 other girls. All their heads perk up from their activities and all of them stop what they're doing. You came, Sayori said. She runs over to me and hugs me. Yeah, you bet I would. And I brought my buddies here too. I didn't think we were gonna be getting all these new members. Or else maybe I would have made more cupcakes, says the short little girl. Hello everyone. Welcome to my literature club. Please allow me to introduce everyone. I'm Monica, she says. And I'm sure y'all already know Sayori. Hi, she says again. And the one who made the cupcakes for us is Natsuki. Hello, I guess. And then the one reading in the corner is Yuri. Hi. Pleasure to meet all of you. And I make my other introductions as well. My name's Cody, and these are my buddies 15, Twent, and Trinity. They all wave and say hi, except for 22, of course, who is silent. Alright, well, I guess welcome to our club. Let's go ahead and start things off with some cupcakes and tea. Natsuki, if you will. Okay, I'll go get the cupcakes. And I will go ahead and prepare tea for everyone. So, the day starts off easy enough. Get some cupcakes, drink some tea, and eventually we break off into groups. Reading groups. First there's me, sitting in one of the desks, and I have Sayori in my lap. We're reading a book together, and whenever I'm done reading one of the pages, she cheerfully flips and turns. At the other end of the classroom, 55 is helping Natsuki sort through the closet to make sure all of her manga is in order. I hate it when Monica moves it sometimes. I just don't understand. Yeah, well. Here, let me help you with that. So, they're moving the stuff all around. To break the ice, 55 tries to engage in a little conversation. You know, I read manga too sometimes. Really? Yeah, sure. Definitely. Then if you do, you would know this one, right? She pulls a copy, and the name of the copy is Parfait Girls, Volume 1. Unfamiliar with the manga because 55 definitely doesn't read manga. Quickly he searches it on the internet in his head, wikis everything about it, and then memorizes its entire content. Well, sure, I've read that one before. All of this happens in an instant, by the way. Yeah, right. You don't strike me as the kind of person who would. Oh, yeah? Well, how about that scene? How about that scene where the girls go into the flower shop and they try to order the roses for the birthday party, but it turns out that the girl who just walked out completely took every single one. And then after that, you know what happens. And she's like, wait, how would you know that part? I told you. I've read it. Although maybe not the best way he's presented himself, he actually manages to pull it off fairly well. I wouldn't mind reading it again with you if you want. Okay. You know, like I said, you don't strike me as the kind of person who would read this kind of stuff. Well, you know, sometimes it can be hard. You know, people expect you to be a certain way, have a certain attitude and everything. They wouldn't expect you to just kind of read this kind of stuff. Natsuki opens up a little bit, kind of understanding where 55 is coming from. Yeah, I guess I can get that. Anyways, they continue reading, and then on the other end of the room, Yuri and 22 sit in a corner, silently reading each other's books. Like I said, it would be hard for 22 to make any progress since he has trouble talking, but ironically at the same time, so does Yuri. They both sit in silence, reading together, and make small exchanges every once in a while, pointing to where they are in the books. This is nice for both of them, and each of them are very content. Meanwhile, 33 is helping Monica arrange the desk and books around the room, trying to make it a little bit more organized from what it's been left. Although 33 is trying to keep Monica occupied, I can tell she's been disturbed. She doesn't seem well. In any case, the club draws to an end. And then Monica gives us poem assignments. We're to write a poem and then present it to the club on the next day. All right, everyone. Well, with that, I guess we can dismiss our first club meeting. Thank you for everyone who's come, and I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. So, with that said, everyone goes ahead and heads out. Real quick. Yeah, sure. Guys, go ahead and wait for me at the end of the hallway. 55, 22, and 33 make their way. And now it's just me and Monica left in the classroom. Well, I just want to say I'm glad to have you in the club and everything. It's been a real change of pace now with you guys here. Yeah, what can I say? Without Sayuri, you know, we wouldn't be here. Right. And I appreciate everything, of course. You know, it wouldn't hurt to come over to my house eventually, you know, so that we can work on poems together. I think it would be really helpful, she brings out. No, thank you. I'm just gonna go home and write my own poem. Besides, if anyone, I would want Sayori's help. She's the best with helping me. I think I push it a little bit too much in this situation. But, yeah, sorry. Maybe another time. I could tell something certainly snapped in Monica just then. She knows I'm toying with her. She breaks character a little bit. Listen, I know exactly why you're here. You're here to mess up all my plans. I'm not going to let that happen, okay? I know you got here millions of miles away in the Americas. I knew the exact moment you got here. I knew the exact moment you woke up this morning. I know the exact moment you got to this school. I know everything. You can't possibly think that you can overpower me, can you? I look at her for a little bit. That's where you're wrong, Monica. You don't know everything. You don't know what I'm going to do, now do you? You may know everything that's happened so far, but for you, I'm unpredictable. Try and best me, but I'm gonna go home, okay? Sleep on it. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I swear. CounterSearch. Because I know Cody's not your real name. This isn't the last of me. I will see you tomorrow. I'm the first one to walk out. I leave her in the classroom. The COs are standing outside, waiting for me. You heard all of that, right? Yes, sir. We heard every single one. Good. Then everything's going according to plan so far. We'll go over the second phase when we get back to the house, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything you say. Alright. You guys go up ahead. I'm going to walk home with Sayori. Alright. So I walk Sayori to her house. And then, meanwhile, while I do so, the COs are behind us walking home. And 55 starts to bring up a conversation. Gee, 33. Must be pretty jealous with literally almost every single girl in this game wanting to go after CounterSearch, huh? Oh, please, stop taunting me. I know my place. Okay? You can stop that. The guys laugh at her. You know, you don't have to be so mean. Well, you know. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. He's just messing. Whatever. Anyways, I finally get to Sayori's house. Alright, well, I guess I will see you tomorrow, okay? I'll be writing that poem. Of course. I can't wait till then. I think. What makes you say that? I don't know, it's... Ever since today, it's just felt so weird. You know you don't have to do this, right? Why wouldn't I want to do it, Sayori? Come on. We're the best of friends. I know, it's just... Sometimes... I think you care a little too much about me. Nonsense. That's how friendships go, Sayori. Come on. Don't be silly. Yeah, you're right. I guess I'm just being silly. With that said, we regroup, and I go over my second phase of the plan at the house. Alright. So, with the girls you hung out with today, I need you to respectively just go to their houses. They look at me puzzled. What's the meaning of this, sir? 55 asks. Well, if you remember the conversation I had with Monica back in the literature club, she's definitely up to no good at this point, and I don't think she's going to play any stall games. I have a bad feeling that she's going to cut straight to the chase tonight. Maybe even literally. Concerned, I make sure that everyone's prepared for tonight, because we have no idea what kind of evil schemes Monica might be planning. We're just gonna have to see how everything goes, but I need everyone to keep a sharp eye on everyone, okay? We gotta look out for each other. Right. 55 and 22 make their ways out the door. And 33, I have a special job for you. Yes, sir. What is it? I know the task seems a little bit daunting, maybe even impossible. But is there any way that you can look into the game's codes, and I need you to put some sort of administrative, like, firewall. Firewall? Yeah, or something like that at least. Look, I just need the basic idea is there needs to be something protecting the game itself from Monica. Okay. I think I can work something like that. That's the spirit. I need it done by tomorrow. I don't think Monica's gonna pull any fast ones tonight, but I don't know. things could get pretty hairy. I'm going to be working on it all night. Don't worry. Hey, at least I don't need to sleep. Yeah, that is true. With that said, 33 transforms into one of the desktops for my computer. In the meantime, I start writing my poem for the next day. Something I make sure I don't forget. After a little while, I'm still writing my poem, and 33's still hard at work, while the guys have already left the house a little while back. Sir? Yes, 33, what is it? I don't know if you had anything else in mind, but, 55 and 22 have already left the house. Don't you think you need to, go over to Sayori to make sure she's okay? I drop my pen, and I realize the grave mistake I've made. Oh gosh, I can't believe I forgot about Sayori. Oh no, I sure hope it isn't too late. Wait, quick, 33, I need you to teleport a camera. Teleporting a camera, sir. I need to find the coordinates to Monica's house. Okay, locating coordinates right now. We find it, and we teleport an invisible camera to her room. We see Monica sitting in her bed, writing in her notebook. Okay, so it's not too late. I quickly put on my jacket. Oh, thank goodness she lives right next door, or else I don't think I'd be able to make it. Sir, you're gonna want to see this. What is it? You're just gonna have to want to see. I look at the monitor, and Monica is no longer sitting in her bed writing in her journal. As a matter of fact, she's levitating. And her head is spinning rapidly, 360 degrees. Her arms down to her sides. And then she starts glitching all about her room. Oh gosh, it's already started. I have to move quickly. I'm counting on you. Go get him, CounterSearch. I rush out of my house over to Sayori's. Like I said, luckily it's not that far. I quickly make her way to her front door, and I knock furiously. Sayori! Open up, come on! I have no time to wait. I just have to kick open her door quickly. I make my way all the way to her upstairs bedroom, and I knock again. Come on, Sayori, please! Come on, open up! It's no use. She's not listening to me. I know it's a bit invasive of me to do this, but I'm gonna have to kick down her door. I do so. She's already standing on top of the stool. A noose around her neck. She's about to tie it to the roof. No! I tackle her out of desperation. Sayori, come to your senses. Come on. I'm on her bed and I shake her. What? She's so dislocated. She has no idea what I've just done. Sayori, come on. Snap out of it. Come on. You didn't have to come here. She finally understands. It would have been fine. If I would have just gone, you wouldn't have to worry about me anymore. She starts crying. No, Sayori, it's not like that at all. Trust me. It's not like that at all. I try comforting her. Don't worry. I'm going to make everything better. I help her take what's left of the noose off her neck. Come on. You don't have to be like this. It's not even your fault anyways. It's all my fault. I'm the one who's done this. No, it's not your fault. Sayori, I hate to break it to you, but it's Monica's fault. What? It's hard for me to explain this right now, but I'm going to fix everything. Don't worry. I soon realized that right now it was probably not very good for me to be shaking Sayori on her bed like this if she's got this kind of anxiety and depression going for her. So I sit her up, and I try comforting her the rest of the way. I give a call to 33. I made it, just in the nick of time. You would not believe my luck. That's the CounterSearch I know. Good job. Alright. I just hope everything's going just as well for the other guys. Meanwhile, 22 makes his way to Yuri's house and knocks on her door. No answer for a little while, but then the door slowly opens. Oh. Hi. Twin? They look at each other for a little bit. I wasn't expecting company. What brings you here? 22 takes out one of the books that they've been reading in class from his backpack, and he motions towards it as in he wants to read it a little bit more. Oh. Well, that sounds fine. Sure. I just finished writing my poem. Come on in. I can make some tea real quick. He nods. And he gets set up on the sofa. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, okay? 22 nods. And he pops open the book a little bit, patiently waiting for Yuri to come back. It's been several minutes now, and she hasn't come back. He's a bit puzzled, but then he starts hearing noises in the kitchen. That raises his attention. He gets up from the sofa, and then goes into the kitchen to the left. And then he sees Yuri. The tea set is untouched. Rather, she's been cutting herself with a knife this whole time. She does it again. 22 doesn't know what to say, but he knows what to do. He takes to action, and quickly, he runs over to Yuri and kicks the knife out of her hand, sending it flying against the wooden kitchen wall with a sudden thud. It's stuck in the wall. Oh, come on, Twent. It's fun, I promise. It doesn't hurt that much. You'll love it. Come on. He doesn't know what to say, even if there is anything he could say. He doesn't know what to do either. But knowing Yuri, she pulls into the drawer and takes out another knife. He has to act quickly. And again, 22 does something that I wouldn't normally have him do, but a spur-of-the-moment decision, I guess. 22 reveals his razor blades. They pop out like a switchblade all over his forearms and shoulders. They're sharper than anything Yuri could possibly have in her collection. She drops her knife and she looks at him. The synthetic blood that I've made is oozing out from 22's arms at the moment, just because he wasn't supposed to reveal these yet. It's beautiful, she says. It's like nothing I've ever seen. I want these. She runs over to 22, and she attempts to give him a huge hug to impale herself with each and every blade on his arm. 22 thinks fast, and just as quickly as he got the blades out, he retracts them and holds on to Yuri. Where's the pain? Where is it? Where did your blades go? Where are they? He holds on to her so that she can't move anywhere. And he's searching through his item list that we made a check of this morning. He's scrolling through. There's got to be something that he could use to his advantage right now to stop this madness. And then he stumbles upon one of the ancient items that we've kept for years. From the robot masters of old, he activates the dance hypnotizer. It's a short little watch that you put on with a little beacon coming out of it. Point it at a person to hypnotize them into a dance, and then point at them longer causes them great hypnosis and lets them fall asleep. So that's what he does. She starts swaying back and forth a little bit, but he continues to hold down the hypnotizer, and she soon faints into his arms. He carries her back to the sofa where they were supposed to be reading. Fortunately, that exchange seems to be finally over. He lays her down in his lap, and he puts a pillow between her head and his chest. A good idea, considering might not be the most comfortable position to be resting your head on a metallic body. With the exchange seemingly over, 22 makes a quick call to me. Yes, 22, is it? Yes, sir. How's everything over there? Everything good? Yes, sir. Everything has gone well. Excellent. I'm glad things are going swimmingly for you. Just keep me posted, okay? And if anything happens... Yes, sir. And with that, we go over to 55 to see how he's doing. He gets to Natsuki's house and he rings the doorbell. Ding dong. He waits a little bit, and it takes a little while for anything to happen. He thinks about ringing it again, but then slowly the door creaks open and he sees Natsuki peering through the crack. Shh! What? If I didn't even know anyone was gonna be here. If I did, I would have told him not to ring the doorbell. My papa's asleep. I do not want him to wake up. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was just going to ask you out to dinner. What? Well, you know, I mean, as a friendly gesture. Okay. Under normal circumstances, I would definitely say no, but I haven't actually eaten anything since lunch. And I wasn't planning on either till I got to school the next day. Fine. I guess I'll go with you. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go. So, she carefully makes her way out of the house. And they go ahead and start walking. I saw a couple of places here, downtown, that y'all have. Is there any place that you like in particular? Well, I guess there is this chicken diner that I've always wanted to go to, but I never got the chance. Well, sure, we can go there. Good. I was gonna go there anyways if you were going anyhow. Natsuki, I'm paying for you. She realizes what she says and blushes a little bit. They make their way to the restaurant. It's fairly steady, so they make their way in. They're the first in line. Hello? How can I help you today, sir? Yes. Let me see. Can I get take a 3-tender basket? And how about for you, Natsuki? She's standing next to him, but her head's down and her eyes are closed. She's seemingly asleep while standing up. Natsuki, you okay? Hey, Natsuki. He taps her on the shoulder. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just really tired. I haven't eaten anything. All right. Cashier, go ahead and make that 2. All right. We'll have it right out to you, sir. All right. Thank you. So they will go ahead and have a seat. All right. Well, guess we just have to... 55 begins conversation, but Natsuki is again sleeping with her head down on the table. Then she repositions herself and puts her head on 55's shoulder. Okay, well, I don't see a problem with this, 55 says to himself. As they're waiting a little bit longer, 55 notices his pain receptors going off on his shoulder. What's going on? He looks He looks at Natsuki. Natsuki, are you biting my shoulder? Natsuki, he lifts her head up from his shoulder. And then he sees that her eyes have gone crazed, black squares dancing all about. And she has indeed made her way into his shoulder. Get off, Natsuki. But she's gone crazy. Her eyes just won't settle down, and she just wants to bite him again. Oh, gosh. Wait right there. He looks around. She's got to eat something, and quick. Okay, I'll make my... All right, coming through. So he goes back, and he leaps across the front counter. The cashier yells at him, Sir, you can't be back here. Hold on, just give me a second. And he makes his way back to the kitchen. All right, I'm sorry, I have to do this real quick. He takes a tender from one of the bowls that they were about to serve another customer. Hey, I'm sorry. He leaps back over the counter, does a roll, and then makes his way back to the table. Natsuki seems dazed. She's still completely out of it, and her eyes are getting even bigger and crazier. Here, just eat this real quick. Come on. So he puts it in her mouth, and then quickly, the tender, as soon as it's there, is gone. She ate it very, very quick. And then the eyes start to, slowly but surely, from the black spheres and squares that they were, make it back to just like normal. I don't know what happened just then. I wasn't myself. Well, it's okay. I got you. Just need to eat a little something. Golly. I didn't know that it would be this bad, 55 said to himself. Everyone in the stores is looking at him. Most of the customers confused, but some of them annoyed. And definitely the people back working in the kitchen are giving him angry glances. Sorry everybody. Sorry about all that commotion. Tell you what, everyone, free drinks on me, huh? It's on me. And then a guy from the back of the restaurant yells, Hey, dumbass, drinks are free, refills. Oh. This is probably one of 55's most embarrassing moments. He makes his way to the cashier. I'm sorry for the commotion. We'll just we'll just take our order to go. Luckily, they cooperate, and they take the rest of their meals out of the store, and they eat at a park bench outside. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, she says while eating and talking to 55. I normally don't trust anybody, but you seem to care a whole lot about me ever since you got to the club. Why is that? Well, Natsuki, 55 doesn't really know how to answer this kind of question. I guess ever since I got there, I just taken a certain interest to you. She blushes a little bit. Yeah, right. I know you're in it for something. I just know it. There's no way that a single person would spend this much time out of their day to be with me. No one. No one would do that. I would do that, Natsuki. 55 clarifies. I'm doing this for you. You need this. Whatever, she says. At that point, he can see it in her eyes, though. He knows that he's done a good job today. So, they continue eating, and then they make their way back to her house. Natsuki quietly makes her way back in, and 55 gives me a call. Yeah. Alright. I've done my job. Everything seems to be going okay. Can I go back home? Not sure yet. Hold on, let me put 33 on the line. 33 merges. 33, what's the status on Monica right now? She seemed to stop, sir. She stopped about a minute ago, and now it seems everything has gone back to normal. Seems she's getting ready for bed. I guess we should too. Alright, 55, I guess I'll see you at home. So, 55 returns home. Where's CounterSearch? I think he's still with Sayori. He's there a little bit longer just to make sure that she's okay. Oh, okay. I see. Minutes later, I walk into the house and with CounterSearch and 33. Alright, so everything seems to have gone fairly well tonight. I'm proud of all of you. But of course you know that's not it. They all nod in agreement. Hey, wait a minute. Where's 22? We look around and we notice that 22 hasn't made it in yet. I think he's still at Yuri's house. Alright. Well, I guess he'll make it home whenever he does, and if not, I guess an unexpected sleepover for both of them. I sure hope everything's okay. Don't worry about it too much, sir. I'm sure 22's perfectly fine on his own. Alright. 33. How's the progress on that firewall of yours? Well, everything seems to be checking out really well. I'm not finished with it yet, but so far I don't see any flaws. I think it's gonna be ready by the next day. Excellent. Alright, well, we better get some rest because tomorrow is going to really be a big day. So, we all sleep for then, and then we wake up the next morning, just like the first day. The CEOs head out ahead of me, and then I stop by Sayori's house, making sure she's okay, and I walk her to school. You alright, Sayori? I don't know what happened to me last night. Something came over me. I don't blame you, but don't worry. I'm here for you. Huh. What's wrong? You worry about me too much. I had every right to worry about you last night, just about as much right as I do right now. Don't worry. All of the worries will go away. I promise. You keep saying that. In due time, Sayori. We just have to be a little patient, okay? Okay. I trust you. Excellent. We make our way back to the school. It's lunchtime again. And we sit together at the same spot we did yesterday. No conflict this time. I'm sure those goons learned their lesson. And we go over the plan for the rest of the day. Alright, team. Listen up real quick. I just want to get one huge thing out of the way. By the end of the school, we need to make sure that we are the first ones in the club room. I say that because Monica has no idea that the girls survived last night. She presumes that we are going to be the only ones with her in the classroom, if not just me by myself. And if we don't make it there before the other girls do, it could be too late for us to prevent her from doing anything. We've got to make sure we be there. Everyone nods, except for 55, who interjects. CounterSearch. You know that more than likely Monica is going to actually be the last one in the classroom. As she claims to study or practice piano in the last period. Seems to me that she's going to be late. Even so, 55, I don't want to take any chances, okay? Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. So the day ends, and then, just according to plan, we're the first ones to make it to the literature club. Then Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki enter. Wow, you guys are kind of early, Sayori said. Yep, I replied, doesn't hurt to be early birds. Or early people. Haha. Oh, that was terrible, I said to myself. Alright, so we break into our group activities again, and we begin reading with each other. It's not long before Monica makes her way into the club room. She has her notebooks and her books in her hand. She doesn't notice anyone yet, as she has her head down when she opens and closes the door. Hi guys. I'm sorry I'm late, and I bet you're wondering where the other... She stops, because then she finally looks up to see, to her surprise, that every single person is present today in the literature club. What's wrong, Monica, I say. We're just reading, see? No. She lets out that one loud. We're all taken aback a little bit. My team stands up. This was not supposed to happen. What? How could you? She points at me. Everyone looks at me as if I did something wrong. But my team knows exactly what happened last night. How could you do this? Ugh, you always mess everything up. Why? We are meant to be together, and you just have to ruin everything. Everything that I've worked towards. You're knocking everything down. Why? Why do you hate me that much? I'm doing all of this for you. Monica, you know just as well as I do that that's a lie. Now, what I'm gonna need you to do is I need you to step down from that president position of yours. You're in no right to be there, and if the girls knew what was going on, they'd know exactly why. It's true, 55 says. I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice. She tried to kill everyone last night. Everyone is in shock. What? What? Everyone's just like, what? How? And then I explain. That's why we were there for you guys last night. Not only as a gesture of kindness, but we really do care about y'all. And the last thing that we want to happen is her to destroy everything. No, don't listen to him. He's lying. He's making everything up. The girls look at each other. They knew something was definitely wrong with themselves last night. They knew that they weren't the same. It's hard for them to believe, but before they could say anything, Monica just keeps yelling. No, stop it. Everybody just stop it, okay? Yeah, you know what? Forget this. She's so mad. I'm going to just have to do things right here, right now. We see a terminal pop up at the top of the building. And she's going to go ahead and delete and remove all of us. All right. This is the moment of truth. 33? It's up, sir. All right, let's hope it holds. Before Monica can do anything, she exclaims, What? Are you kidding me? Administrative passcode? Ugh. Why? Yes, it worked. Good job, 33. All right, all a day's work, I guess. Monica, we're here to put an end to this. By all means necessary. We could do this the easy way or the hard way. Please, just make it easy. Just step down from the president position, and this can be all over. I promise. She starts laughing maniacally. No, it's not over that easy. You can't defeat God. All right, everyone. Battle position. Everyone's ready. She ascends off the ground, levitating. Her head is spinning rapidly. And then she starts picking up every single desk in the room. It's floating, and she wants to strike all the girls in the classroom. Have at you. Come on, guys. Let's do this. 22 breaks out his metal cap. He becomes invulnerable to damage and punches and blocks every single desk that comes his way. Unfortunately, he's very slow in this state, so he can't move as quickly as everyone else. 55 uses his moon barrier item. Moon barrier. Two small
Moon.
Yes, moon. Two small moons start to orbit around him, and every single chair and desk that gets hurled is caught in the rotation of the moons and starts to spin around him instead. Not me. I take out my high energy sword and I slice and reflect every single desk and chair that comes at me, trying to block everything. Unfortunately, there are still a few that make it past the three of us. Luckily, 33's in the back, and she uses Whirlwind to make sure that nothing hits the girls. Some of the desks and chairs are knocked towards Monica, but she phases and glitches right through them. Alright. Time to bring the house down. The ceiling above us starts to crumble. She plans to crush the girls now. Alright, just use the same items. Metal cap protects 22. He makes his way to Yuri and covers her, blocking all the damage. The moon barrier takes care of the huge chunks of the building that are coming down to the ground. 33 uses tornado hold to hold the debris in the air and then throw him at Monica instead. She phases through the attack. As for me, I see Sayori and Natsuki in the corner. They're about to get hit with a huge chunk of debris, but I make it just in time to slice it in half, saving them. Alright, y'all need to leave now. We're not kidding. They quickly make their way out of the room. Monica just laughs hysterically. You can't even hope to beat me. Alright, everyone ready? And now, we attack. Each one of us then attacks Monica, but she phases through all of them. I strike with my sword. 55 switches to his high-energy pistol and fires 24 shots. 22 goes for a body slam, but he misses. Monica phases through the attack. Then, she uses her powers to pick 22 up and break his arm and throw him against the room. His arm's missing. Don't worry, I got you. Healing Cyclone. A cyclone with health whirls around the room and restores all of us back. And 22's arms back to normal. Thank you. Not a problem. Alright. Everyone keep attacking. Everyone keeps on moving around the room, but every single one of our attacks, she just phases through it. Alright, team. We're gonna need to attack simultaneously. She can't phase through everything. We need to make a plan. I have an idea. Sand stream. 33 whips up a vicious sand stream. The sand is so coarse and it gets in Monica's eyes. She can't constantly keep phasing through the sand, and this is definitely hurting her. Luckily, since it's 33's special attack, or special move rather, the sand stream does not affect us, and our accuracy and keen sight are just as good as they used to be. Now it's time for my sword special. And now it's time for 55's gun special. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Let's move. Ora, soy tornado. Tornado spin. I unleash a whirlwind that spins around me. My sword revolves around my waist, and I jump to Monica, spinning the sword. Step right out. 55 charges his... Yes. 55 charges his gun shots and fires 3 high-energy, fully charged consecutive laser beams. She dodges the first laser. She gets hit by my tornado spin and then gets hit by the other 2 lasers. All the while, the sand in the sand stream's getting all over. She's having trouble keeping up with this. Then I pull out my high-energy pistols, except this time I'm dual-wielding. Alright, Monica. Time to send 50 high-energy Bullets your way. I unload 2 full magazines on her. She tries to dodge through and phase through all the attacks. But out of the corner of her eye, she sees 22 rushing towards her, using his combo attack. Body slam. Bam! He hits her dead center. She's stunned a little bit. Octo punch. 22 releases 8 furious punches, and all within half a second, they catch her off guard. And then he finishes the combo with a razor dash. His razor blades pop out, and he spins at Monica, slicing his way through her. Unfortunately, she phases through most of that last attack, but my high energy beams catch her at the end of it. Why, you... She starts throwing everything in the room at us, but she's actually running out of objects. We're wailing on her now. 33 yells from the back. What happened? She's stalling. She's trying to decrypt the access code. No. Oh, dang it. We don't have long then. This fight could be over in minutes. So now you see what I've been doing this whole time. Well then, time for me to change pace. She warps reality. Suddenly, we're in a room that's floating between the fabric of space and time. She has the terrain advantage. Quickly, guys, we've got to stop her before she figures out the code. We don't have time to lose. 33, you gotta hold her off. I'm trying as hard as I can. But the more she breaks the code, the more she breaks me. Oh gosh. If that's the case, then we won't have 33 for much longer if she breaks this out. Alright. We're gonna have to get into combo formation. Everybody ready? Everyone nods. 33, you know what to do. Okay. Rain dance. Rain viciously starts to pour down on the room because now the sand stream has ended. Everyone is in a line behind me. Monica, hear me out. No, it's too late for negotiations. I am going to murder all of y'all, and I'm going to enjoy it. Alright, Monica. Suit yourself. I'm just saying you're not walking away from this fight. We're gonna take you down. And then, I'm going to go to Sayori's house after this. She cracks. No, you won't. Yes, I will. And you're not going to be part of this anymore. We're going to kick you from the club. We're going to kick you from the school. And before I can continue, she's like, no. Have at you. She has the terrain advantage, so she generates all sorts of these tiny pixels throughout the room and hurls them all straight at me. But nothing happens. I phase right through the attack. You think something like that could break me? She tries using her psychic powers on me, but again, I phase right through it. She can't figure out what to hit me with. You are so infuriating right now. Oh, please. You couldn't touch me even if you wanted to. She goes at blitzing speeds, coming straight for me. This is just what we needed. She rushes at me with full force, activating the trap. Double team. I used double team to fake her out. It was merely an image of me standing there talking this whole time. She doesn't realize this and phases right through me. She continues going, and then behind me is standing 55, ready with his high energy sword. Alright. Single sword technique. He draws his blade and stands ready. And then he slashes, but instead of cutting Monica with his blade, he actually hits her with the front end of the sword, just simply knocking her 180 degrees the other way. This puts Monica back. 55 yells. Alright. Electric cyclone. Or tornado spiraling with electricity sent towards Monica. She tries to phase through it, but with all the rain that's going on around her, it only amplifies the twister, giving her a great electric shock, making her slightly paralyzed. Dang it! I can't move. Okay, time for tornado hold. She lifts her up into the air with a tornado and keeps her steady. Now it's time for 22. He rushes with his rocket boots at full force. And he comes in with the octo punch. And then releases a knockback punch. He sends her flying all the way back. And that's where I've been standing this entire time. I've been behind Monica, watching her every move, while she was talking to a mere image of me. I ready myself. I wait for her to get closer, and then I release the Iron Griffin, my strongest physical attack. I hit her right in the gut. She is shot all the way up to the ceiling, hitting the ceiling hard, and then plummets all the way back down to the ground. She's knocked completely out. I motion for 22 to bring me a high-energy rope, made by yours truly, to tie her up. Then we teleport back to my house, and I place her down in a chair. I tap her a couple times on the shoulder, but 55 intervenes and backhands her back to consciousness. You didn't need to do that. Sorry, sir. I'm impatient. Plus, this crazy girl was trying to kill us all just a minute ago. I feel that this is reasonable. What? Where am I? Monica? We have you now. And, unanimously, I can say that the entire club does not want you to be their president anymore. We're demoting you, Monica. You've lost your position. No. 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 No! The last one. Suddenly, a dark entity rises up and out of her mouth and nearly takes up the entire space of my room and proceeds to talk while Monica is again knocked unconscious. No! You, CounterSearch. So, this is what has become of you, huh? We finally see the true master behind this all.
Kenji quote.
Yes, kind of. Why did you have to come here? Why did you have to destroy my perfect world? This is no perfect world. You are trying to destroy everyone else's. That's why I'm here. We are here to take you out. You think that you could simply just get rid of me? No. You're just merely an insignificant problem. My hostess was frail and weak, but I will finish you here once and for all. Alright guys, get ready, because this isn't over yet. Healing Cyclone. Everyone is fully healed before the battle. And then the dark entity consumes the entire room, and we're transported to a dark arena. Everything is pitch black. We can't see anything. Alright guys, just focus your mind. Close your eyes, and then just feel around you. We stand close together in a circle, waiting for the dark entity to strike. It's pitch black. None of us can see anything. Then I finally hear 55. I sense it. He reaches out with his sword and blocks an attack. 33. We need your help. Okay. Sunny day. Ding. She creates artificial sunlight within the room. It's lit up a little bit, but we are definitely in a void. There's nothing. We can just see ourselves and now the dark entity. Have at you, Dark Rush. We dodge the attack. Alright guys, come on, let's go. I pull out both my pistols and release double hyper beams, charging the shot. My gun special. Shh. The dark entity consumes the attack. No way. I reload and then keep firing. Tornado spin. 55 releases his sword special. He spins his sword around him, striking on all sides. But still, nothing affects the entity. I have to do everything around here, don't I? EF5. It's the biggest tornado that 33 can create. It consumes the entire room. And then, still, nothing. The dark entity, as a matter of fact, consumes the wind. Oh no, that's going to be a problem. 22 rushes for a body slam, but misses. His rockets send him back, and he goes for a razor dash, misses again. The dark entity cannot be touched. You are worthless and pathetic. I'm going to annihilate all of y'all. Right here, right now. It's no use, guys. Our attacks won't work, physical or special. I have to think for a little bit. But I have a plan. Alright, everyone, hear me out. I have to set up for an overdrive. I'm talking while the entity tries to attack us. We're dodging all the shots. Overdrive? No way, 55 says. That takes up way too much time to set up. You'll never be able to pull it off. If he even flinches you, you're done. And no, it's okay. That's why I need y'all to protect me while I get this off. I promise, if when I get this off, it'll be just what we need in this battle. I trust you. Whew. Come on. We can do this. 55. Believe in yourself. Okay. I still don't feel good about this. So we dodge the last of the dark entity's attacks, and I prepare myself for my overdrive. Focus. 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 My eyes are closed and my head is down. My arms cross each other. Focus. 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 I'm charging up. My team stands around me to protect me. Oh, you're charging up for your puny little attack, aren't you? Well, I will waste no time to end all of you. Dark Storm. Needle attack. 1,000 needles appear from a dark cloud ahead, raining straight down on all of us. Oh boy, get ready. Diamond Shield. Equipping one of the items we've taken with us. Diamond Shield deflects all the attacks that were thrown on me. 55 stands in the way with his Diamond Shield. Moon Barrier. 22 activates the Moon Barrier again, causing all the needles to get in the moon's rotations. Okay. Emerald Shield. Two high, fast-spinning emeralds are around 33, and they block all the needles coming at me. On top of that, she also has her star orbs that she uses to protect herself that spin around her as well, effectively making it an entire shield instead of only part of one. You think you're so clever. Earthquake. Boom, boom, boom. The ground shakes. The ground starts to tremble and shake beneath us. We can't have this. Whirlwind Ascension. 33 picks me up in the air so I won't take any damage. Focus, focus, focus. I keep saying to myself. 55 uses his jetpack, and then 22 uses his rocket boosters. And that's for 33 herself. Most of the time during the battle, she's levitating anyways, so everyone is immune to the earthquake damage. I have only begun. The dark entity uses his special attack. Dark Rush. He zigzags across the void arena, and he's going straight for our support. Guys, I'm gonna need help on this one. 22 gets in the way. Move. She does so quickly, and he blocks the attack. But the force of the attack is so powerful that it actually knocks him back. Ow. I'm not finished yet. Then the dark entity wails on a series of attacks on 22. His defenses prove that he can hold it, that he's hold off. And then the dark entity finishes. 22's on the ground, but he's severely damaged. As a matter of fact, he's crippled. He can't get back up. I need support. Can't move. I got you. Healing cyclone. The dark entity steps in the way and consumes the cyclone. Oh no. Foolish little girl. You're next. 55, I need your help. I can't block this guy forever. I'm on my way. 55 draws out his sword and stands in the way of the dark entity. It turns into a series of dodges and blocks and dodges and blocks. 33 is dodging all the attacks behind 55, as 55 is the center pivot, trying to keep himself between her and the monster. He misses with his attacks, but luckily he's able to block his. I can't play games like this forever. Shadow step. And then the dark entity makes it straight for 55. He tries to block with his sword, but he phases right through the attack, and then finally makes his way to 33. Electric Cyclone. It's no use. The attack has no effect on the dark entity. She tries to make her escape. The star orbs are trying to protect her at all cost. But he throws a dark punch. Boom! And knocks her all the way to the ground. I can't get up. 33, no! But it's too late. The dark entity crushes her between his dark mass. Once revealed, 33 is definitely out for the count. Limbs are scattered across the arena. 55 suddenly has the realization that he is the last one standing. CounterSearch! I told you that this plan would not work! You're getting us killed out here! I'm your last line of defense! Just a little bit more, I promise I'll get this up in time. It will be worth it. Just trust me. I have no other choice. He draws his high-energy sword and begins to attack the monster again. He seems to be making a little bit of headway this time, as the monster can't consume all of his attacks at this point. It seems that he's finally starting to take a little bit of damage, but a little bit is not going to be enough. It needs to go a long ways. You've proven to be admirable, but you will not last. We'll just have to see about that. And if I'm going down, I'm going to take you with me. His high-energy sword is sheathed. Dark Rush. He blitzes straight for 55. And 55 prepares for his special attack. Or rather, special counter. Single sword technique. Focus. 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 And then finally, he draws his blade as soon as the monster approaches him, and the room flashes bright for the first time in a little while in the dark void. The monster and 55 stand across from each other. You can faintly hear the buzzing of the high-energy blade. But then it's sheathed back into its pocket. And as soon as he does so, the monster lets out an agonizing groan. Ugh! A huge gash has been placed across the monster's seemingly chest, and then matter spews all over the dark void arena. That was a very powerful attack, although the monster's still up. And then, as soon as 55 sheathes his sword, he falls to his knees and collapses on the ground. And then slowly, a puddle mix of synthesized blood and oil spurs around him. He's out. I'm the last one standing. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Focused. I'm ready. My overdrive is complete. So, all your friends are dead. And for what? Your measly little special attack? It's too late. You've already lost. I don't think so. Teleport frenzy. I teleport frantically around the arena. The dark void entity tries to grab and hit me, but I'm teleporting too fast for him to move. My evasiveness is too high at the moment, and then finally, I subside. And I unleash a blue aura of fire that burns around me. It lights up the room like it hasn't before. And I can just feel the sheer power trembling within my body. You see, Mr. Dark Entity, that wasn't just an evasive tactic. I brought these with me. I have a series of items and potions that I use to revive my teammates. Everyone's brought back to normal, and everyone's put back together. I was a goner. Thank you, Master. I knew we could count on you, sir. Yep, and that's not all. I went ahead and got a couple extra things, too, for support. Here, 55, quickly take this. What the heck is this? It's called a Chaos Emerald. It will give you immense power, trust me, almost anyone can use it. This seems ridiculous. It's not even an emerald. Now's not the time for that. 55, just please use it. Okay. He places it on his chest, and then he starts to glow a golden aura. His power is amplified tenfold. Here we go, 22. I got you a little something. Metal cap. Except this time, this one amplifies your power and agility to make it to where you're just like normal, and it doesn't hinder your speed at all, with the same kind of defense. Now we're talking. And for you, 33, I brought the Rainbow Star. Grants invulnerability and instant vaporization upon touch. Wow. I guess I won't be needing to heal anyone for the rest of this fight. Doesn't look like it. Everyone ready. The Dark Entity has prepared himself on guard. What's going on? And now, we unleash our full-fledged combo. Everyone is spinning around among the monster, hitting him from all sides. There's no way he can possibly block any of these attacks. And there are at least 100 times, if not 1,000 times stronger than they were before. Each blow is successfully doing a significant amount of damage. He tries to hit me, but before his hand could even touch my skin, the blue aura burns with a fire so great that he retracts. Ugh! And then he tries to punch 33, but of course with her Rainbow Star, it feels like he's punching a bed of syringes and gets stuck real sharp. Ugh! He dare not touch 55 or 22, or else he'll put himself in the same scenario. He tries to block and guard all of our attacks, but they're so powerful, there's no way he could do anything to prevent them. But, of course, with great power, there is a time limit, and all of our powers subside. Alright. Now, it's time to finish this fight. The dark mass has made into a hazy cloud. We can't see anything again. Everything is dark, just as it was at the beginning of the fight. 33? Don't worry, guys. I got this. Tailwind. She blows the dark haze away, and it reveals that the dark entity is only half the size he was at the battle. I couldn't help myself but laugh. Now we're fighting a pint-sized itty-bitty nothing. You just watch. I'm not finished yet. Your voice, it is so tiny. I can't help myself, but the monster lunges straight for my face. Luckily, 55's reaction speed proves to prevail in this one, and he slices the monster straight in half. And from there, the dark mass seeps into the dark void arena, never to be seen again. Soon the terrain changes around us, and it seems that now that we've defeated the dark entity, we're back in the room of my house. I'm sorry about that. I guess I got carried away. It's okay, sir. At least I have your back. Always, 55. Thank you. Now that we're back at the house, we see Monica still unconscious on the floor. I tap her to wake her up. Monica. Monica, come on. 55 comes in for another backhand. No, not this time. She's not evil anymore. Aw, man. He retracts. And then suddenly she awakens. Where am I? Good to have you back. What do you mean by back? Oh, man. It seems that she's had a loss of memory. Monica, are you okay? I don't know. We look at her again and realize that after the last battle we've had with her, she's bruised all over with scrapes and scratches. 33, if you will. Sure. Healing cyclone. She's restored back to normal. I think to myself. She must have lost all memory of who she was before the dark entity consumed her. Must have been when she got the president role for the literature club. I tell you, that's something really evil. It's okay, Monica. We're here for you. Oh, okay. So, after we recollect everything, I walk her on her way home, while the COs make their way back to my house. I explain everything that happened to her on the way there, and I explain everything that we had to go through to get rid of the thing possessing her. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. It's okay. It's over with. It's done now. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Shh, it's okay. Come on, we're almost to your house. We walk a little bit further. And then as soon as we get there, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, Monica. Okay. And, Cody? Or can I call you CounterSearch? Just call me Cody. It's whatever. I have a confession. All those things that I might have said while possessed, maybe not all of them are true. But this one was. She struggles. I do love you. I pause for a little bit. I don't know what to say. I recall back to the first time I ever played Doki Doki Literature Club back in my dimension. My first playthrough, I didn't really know what to expect of the game. I mean, after all, the only thing that I knew about it was that it had some sort of dark twist. I mean, it was one of the tags for the game anyways.
And anime girls.
Yeah, and anime girls.
Anime titties.
Yes. But as I played through the game, I remember when I first got to meet everyone in the club room, my first thought was to go for Monica. So, much to my dismay, it turns out that in the game, you don't have that option to pursue Monica. Only the other three girls. After that, I went after Sayuri because I liked her a whole lot. She was very positive all the time and always tried to make other people happy. Something that I kind of struggle to do in real life. But with that aside, that's kind of like the same reason why I liked her in the first place. My first impressions of Monica were strong when I first played the game. She was a strong, sweet, kind, caring girl with drive like no one else in the club. It was a good change of pace. But now, everything's changed. I don't know if I feel the same way. After a little bit of thought, I don't leave her hanging. And I tell her, I love you too. We stand and stare at each other for a little bit. And then we get a little closer. And then something just came over me. And I kissed her. I'm taken aback a little bit by what I've just done. I don't know why. I'm sorry. That was just spur of the moment. I didn't mean to. She puts a finger over my lips. And then she comes back. And we kiss again. It's okay. I know that you've been with Sayori. And I know maybe it's too late for me. But we could always still be friends, right? Definitely. Of course. So, we proceed to go to our own houses. And we rest for the next day of the school. We come in, everyone's a little antsy after what just happened. Nothing really to celebrate on the other girls' ends because what they experienced yesterday was something truly traumatic. But I explained everything what happened, and I explained what we had to do to free Monica. After all that, we reinstated her as the president of the club, as the dark entity can no longer consume the person in power, as he's been defeated. Now, I think it's time for us to help everyone out in the club. Everyone's a little bit confused. You already saved all of us. What more is there for you to do? Asked Sayori. This game just goes beyond just saving, Sayori. It's about real-life problems, too. Sayori, I know what kind of problems you have. I know that sometimes you just don't feel like getting up in the morning because you don't see a reason. And Yuri, I know that sometimes you just can't help yourself whenever you're, around those certain objects. How did you know? And then Natsuki, I know that your family life isn't the best. She's quiet and doesn't say anything. I know this because I read all of y'all's poems. Now, I didn't get it at first. I'm not gonna lie. I'm no poet. But after a little help and a little analysis, I see that there's an underlying message for all of y'all. It's a plea for help. And I'm not going to leave this place till everyone is helped. Everyone kind of cracks a smile. They don't know what to say to me. But seemingly enough, everyone is willing to help out each other. So from then on, the past couple of months, me and the team spend our days in the dimension, helping out the girls through their daily lives. And seemingly enough, that's what the literature club has turned into. Not more of literature per se, but more of just helping others understand each other. As months proceed to go by, we enter into the club room for one last time, and I say, this is the day that we need to go back. Everyone looks at us worried. It's okay. We were just here for a little bit. I mean, my team, they have a home, and that they need to get back to. And as for me, I'll still be here, but I don't think I'll be the same person I was. Sari asked, "But why? How can you still be here, but leave at the same time?" I kind of want to explain it to her, that as soon as I leave, someone else will fill the main character role for this dimension. I was preoccupying that position for quite the while. But I've left it open for the next person, whoever picks up this game. And I've left it a better place, for truly a happy ending. All the thoughts spin in my head, and I just kind of smile weakly at Sayori, and I say, "Don't worry. Nothing will change. Things will go just like they've always been for these past months. And I'm proud of all of y'all. Y'all have made really good progress. And yes, I'm not going to lie. Everyone has been doing really, really well." Well, with that said, we exchange our goodbyes and we leave the literature club. I give Sayori a hug for one last time. "I'm going to miss you," she said. And I said, "You don't have to. I'll still be here. It's okay." We leave back to my house. CounterSearch. Yes, 55. Why are we going back home? I mean, I know subtlety and everything, that, can't teleport without other people seeing us. But, we could have done that. We didn't have to walk all the way back home, is what I'm trying to say. I know. There's just a few things that I want to leave this person for the next person who plays this game. What is it? It's my collection of books. I've used these books to study and progress in my knowledge to the point where I am now. What I'm hoping is that the main character who picks up the next game will see these books and see to it, and hopefully maybe manifest my personality into theirs. Not a bad idea, sir. I can't say it'll work, but I know. It's just my courtesy. Worth a shot. So with that, we huddle again. Everyone ready? Close your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back at our base, and everything seems to be going fairly well. Business is going steady as usual as I see cargo ships move in and out of the station. All right, everyone. Good job. I really have no other words to express how happy I am that we did it. You're dismissed. Everyone leaves. And as for those who are listening, thank you for allowing me to provide this experience with y'all. And I hope that it's something that maybe y'all enjoyed and maybe y'all would like to listen to again in the future.